Good morning. Welcome to Hutchins 360 STEM Morning Coffee Talk with me and
Aaliyah.
Yes. And today's topic is girls in STEM.
As data shows, women aren't inferior to men sometimes, which when it comes to STEM, so biological differences alone aren't causing the lack of women in STEM. However, if colleges, universities, and STEM workplaces implemented the changes necessary to accommodate women and provide more support and more positive environment for them to focus on their skills, without the pressure that men don't have, we would likely see more women in STEM.
Let me try.
Stop.
But I want to try. But I'm telling you that the motor can go, you can attach it back here near the brain.
Really?
Yes.
I got it.
Why do you guys always just have me doing the engineering notebook?
Because you're cute, and that's what you do.
I can't believe you just said that to me. You know, every
this
week.
This is a man's job right here.
A man's job?
You need to focus on that.
Oh my God.
All right? 'Cause you're gonna be...
Do you know that there are girls in STEM, like Katherine Johnson, who worked for NASA? They made a whole movie about her, Hidden Figures. Do you not remember that?
Hey, what's going on right now?
Man.
Oh my God. So, Miss Jones, I can't work with him anymore. I just can't because all he wants me to do is just write in the engineering notebook. Every week he comes up with some kind of lie. Oh, you have the neater handwriting. Oh, you're cute.
Boys are just smart. This is what we do. Boys are smart.
Hey guys, chill out. Ramona, it's okay. Take control of it. There's many women in STEM that are very successful in our legends. Don't let John just be in control. Here, take some goggles, take control, and be the STEM you as you are.
Thank you, Miss Jones.
You can do it. If she messes it up.
What makes you think she's going to mess it up?
I'm not going to mess it up. I know exactly what to do.
Okay, what is this?
This is an OmniDrive wheel.
Yes, you're going to become that legend.
Maybe I do. And I think too, in my classroom, Aaliyah, I've seen a lot of instances where girls and guys will be working together in a group on a project, and the boys, they tell the girl, you work on the engineering notebook and we're gonna build the robot. And it's like the poor girl, they lie to her, or they try to manipulate her by telling her things like, oh, you have neat handwriting and you're so good at the notebook, the record keeping, for this project. So the girl relents and just takes on that role as the notebook person. While the boys are over here, they're like, yeah, let me figure out how to get this motor onto this robot. Let's turn the brain on and let's code and program the brain. And the girl never gets those hands-on experiences. So it happens as early as the classrooms, And I think that that's so sad. And then girls begin to feel like, oh, STEM is a boys thing. It's for the boys. One of the reasons that you might feel the way you feel about math, go tell us why.
Sometimes, some of the stuff I learn in math, I feel like I'm never going to use that even in my career.
Yeah.
Why am I learning that? And teachers that I've had in the past that taught me math, it kind of disencouraged me to learn math, because if I ask a question too many times, it's kind of like a problem, or I don't know, some of the stuff in math, if I'm not going into that and when I get older, why am I learning it? That's just how I feel about it sometimes.
Yeah, I could totally understand that. So, a teacher can make a big difference. Aaliyah brought up a very good point about sometimes a math teacher can turn you off from math. And I can relate to that. So, funny story time. Here we go. In 7th grade, I went to a school called Henry Ford Junior High School. Anybody from the West Bank in Louisiana knows about Henry Ford Junior High School. It was located in Marrero, Louisiana, and, or was it Avondale? Anyway, it was one of them. And my 7th grade math teacher was horrible. He was garbage. And I'm going to try my best not to say his name because I don't want to put bad karma out there. But let me tell you something. Ramona almost did not go into a STEM career because of math, because of this man. So this man, I'm going to just call him Mr. X right now. So Mr. X, right. Mr. X walked around the front of the classroom every day with a stupid golf club and talked about golf. He barely taught us the math. He put like 1 or 2 problems on the board, gave us worksheets, told us what page in the textbook to turn to do these math problems, and that was it. So the rest of us, we were looking like, hey, you know what to do? You know what to do? Do you get it? Do you understand it? And guess what? None of us understood it. But here's the crazy part. Here's the crazy part. We would turn the work in. The man put a check mark and a 100 on the top, whether the answers were right or wrong. But no. Then he gave a test every single Friday. Mr. X gave a test, and we failed. Everybody got an F on the test because we didn't know what to do. Mr. X, this man, his class was going to be my first grade that was below an A. And I'm telling you, I was like, no, we're not having it. We're not having it.
Right.
And I went to him for tutoring. He didn't know how to tutor. I went to the school tutoring sessions where he was not tutoring, you know. There was other teachers. And I met an angel. Now, I will say her name because I hope that she is out there, that she watches this video one day and that she knows that she is appreciated. Her and her husband, because I had both of them. Isn't that crazy? So the lady's name was Mrs. Cruz, and Mr. Cruz is her husband, of course. Mm-hmm. So Mrs. Cruz, I had her the very next year. Mm-hmm. She was my 8th grade pre-algebra teacher. And Mrs. Cruz said these things to me. She said, you know what? Math is not hard. I want you to stop thinking like that. She said, math is a series of rules on what you do with these numbers. And there are some exceptions to the general rule every now and then. And if you learn these rules and these exceptions every now and then you can do math.
Right.
And I love that. That was like my aha moment, right?
Right.
Then the next year I had her husband, then I had her again, then I had her husband, then I had her again, all the way through my senior year. And it really set a good foundation. But how many girls don't get that opportunity?
A lot.
A lot. Okay. Aaliyah.
Yes.
What'd you get on that last math test?
68.
A 68. Gosh.
What'd you get?
I got a 65.
Just hate math.
I hate it too. I don't understand why it has to be so hard.
And we're not even going to use it in real life.
Well, my mom uses it every day
What is
on
your
her
mom?
job. She's an engineer.
Oh.
And she told me that it was pretty important.
Well, maybe we should just, I guess, try harder since your mom is an engineer and she said it's important.
But I don't know, man. It's like our teacher, I like her outside of class.
Yeah.
But in class, she's so mean. And she just, like when I raise my hand in class to ask a question, when I genuinely don't understand something, she just says, put your hand down. I've already answered that.
Right. It's just so messed up. It makes me not even want to go to math anymore.
Like, I like when she does stations and everything, but it just still doesn't help. Like, I'm so lost. Do you remember how to add 2 negative integers? Like, why is the answer also negative? Do you remember that?
I have no clue what you just said.
Oh my gosh. See, this is why girls don't go into STEM.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know any women in STEM out there? One of my favorite women in STEM is Dr. Mae Jemison. Have you ever heard of Dr. Mae Jemison? She is the first African American astronaut. The first African American female astronaut. The sister is so powerful that she is not only an astronaut. Dr. Jemison has an MD, a chemical engineering degree. She's an accomplished biomedical research scientist. She's a pilot, because you have to be a pilot in order to become an astronaut, right? So all of these things, you know, it's just amazing. So she's just one, but there are so many.
Well, to piggyback on Mae Jemison, she was really cool because NASA, I think, is part of the E in STEM, I guess you could say, engineering, and she made a big difference because I think it inspired a lot of girls to join STEM.
Yeah. Katherine Johnson was one of our most beloved scientists who worked at NASA. The movie Hidden Figures was written about Katherine Johnson and and all those women who worked at NASA, in particular Black women, who had to overcome racism, Jim Crow segregation laws, and everything like that in the United States during that time. And my challenge to you, find a group of young ladies in your community, start a program for them. I don't care if it's just a meetup to do acid-base reaction demos, or, you know, maybe buy a Vex kit, build some robots with them. Do something with girls to encourage them to go into STEM. Good morning, America. Welcome to the show. Today we are interviewing Miss Jordan Monique Hutchins. Hi, Jordan. How are you today?
I'm very good.
You're good? We brought you on the show because you are a girl in STEM. What is it that you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be an astronaut
And why do you want to be an astronaut?
because I really like going into space.
Wow. Jordan, when did you do your first experiment?
I really don't remember the day, but I know that we did many experiments.
You did a lot of experiments? So you were the first woman to build circuits with batteries and light bulbs and alligator clips. How was that experience?
That was a good experiment I ever built.
And there you have it, folks. Future astronaut Jordan Monique Hutchins, a girl in STEM. I'm here to tell you, girls, women, we can do anything that the men can do. Anything that we put our minds to, we can do it. And oftentimes, we might even be better at it. I'm just saying. So, girls, and that was a very good question that you asked, by the way. So, girls, I would say to you, don't be discouraged. Try, get in there. If the boys are making you feel uncomfortable in STEM, form your own girl group, your own girl version of whatever that club is, whether it's an after-school coding club, a computer science club, a robotics club, a making slime club, whatever it is that you're interested in around science, technology, engineering, and math. I'm going to encourage you right now. You should do that. You should do whatever that thing is. Do it, okay? Don't let anything dissuade you from doing whatever you set your mind and heart to. We thank you so much for joining us. You mean everything to us. Your support keeps us going. Thank you, friends. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and say goodbye.